Hello, Harvest City Church. My name is Francis Mugwanya. My wife and I serve here in Uganda with our 3 children, and we're partners with Harvest City Church. I wanted to share my testimony of how we started the Father's Heart Mobility Ministry and how the Lord called me into that ministry. It really started with my life experience, struggles of getting a wheelchair, hearing misconceptions of people on disability, and basically on what my life was going to look like. It was hard for me to get a wheelchair, but when I finally got one, I promised God, I will do something. I will give someone who doesn't have a wheelchair when I grow up. When I started work, I started working with children's homes. It wasn't really ministry to people with disabilities. I loved that, enjoyed that, and the Lord used my life in that period of time as well. And I began to see more and more people with disabilities dragging themselves in the mud and in the dirt, and my heart sank. I kept asking, Lord, why? Why are they crawling? Can't someone do something about it? And I asked God, am I any special? I began to meditate on, what God had done for me. Having a wheelchair was a special thing, and why didn't other people have it? And since I hadn't found anybody to do the ministry, I realized I was the person I was looking for. There wasn't someone else who was going to start the ministry. So I earned a little bit of money. It wasn't much. It used to cost anywhere between 2 to 3 months for me to afford a wheelchair. But I went ahead. I had promised God, so I bought a wheelchair every 3 months. And I bought about a dozen wheelchair. And the more wheelchairs I bought, the more the need that I saw. And the good thing was that as people who knew me, like my pastor and other leaders in my life, saw what I was doing and loved it, they shared the story. And the more they shared the story, the more the Lord brought people to join me, to partner with me, to do more wheelchairs. Now, we do anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 wheelchairs a year. We preach the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ when we go out. We train local leaders on inclusion and disability and inclusion. We advocate for people with disabilities in the communities where we go to. The Lord has been good to us. We've seen people get saved. We've seen people encouraged, leaders stepping up to come and help people with disabilities, stand with them and include them in mainstream society. God has been good. And you, Harvest City, have been a great part of this journey. And we thank God. God bless you so much.